Hi class, for these type of problems we're going to be looking at place value within, well, in this case, integers, and we're looking at positive integers. And this chart is going to help you for the homework. Some of the problems, they may be asking for very large values. So on this side over here, it's going to be for the decimals. So at the moment, you're only responsible for the place value to the left of the decimal point. So let's take a look at the first problem. Now, on the first problem, all they want us to do is to actually write it in, as a number. And in this case, it says 99,000. So this is going to be 99. And then it says 194. So this one will just have comma 194. Now, that's your final answer, but the homework assignments may not like the comma. So just so that you have it in your notes, the proper answer for the homework, it's going to be 99,194. And technically both answers are correct, but let me just box in that this is for the homework assignments. So anything that you're using the software, it may not actually want the comma there. So let's take a look at the second problem. Please take a second and read it. And this one just says 7,000. So I'm just going to write it 7,000, comma 339. So technically 339. And I'll just remove the comma for the homework. 7339. So once again, both of these are perfectly fine answers, but the homework assignments are not going to want the comma. Let's move on to the next set of problems. And on problem 2, what they're asking us to do is, well, actually take a second and read it. So what they're asking us to do is to each of these, fill in the chart here. So for the first one, this will be the value of 0, 3, 2. And then this will be the value of the 25. Let me fill in the second one. This will be the 2, 4, 3. And then the 1, 0, 5. Last one, this will be 4, 12, 3, 40. And then the values of the 12. They just want us to fill out the chart. So we take a look at where the position of each of these digits happens to be. Now, the question is also asking for the place value of the 0. So for the very first one, in this case, the 25,032, well, the value of the 0 happens to be in the hundredths place. So that's going to be technically this value here. For problem B, it's on the 10,000s. So let me just remove it. It's on the 10,000s. You can actually view that digit here. And then on problem C, the value of the 0, it's on the thousands place. So that's this one here. So they just want us to use the chart and then basically look at the position of the place value. Once again, they're looking at the chart that it's very similar to this one. I'm not sure if you're going to see problems on the billions, since technically those are numbers that we don't use very often. Okay, so that's actually it for this problem. Let's take a second and I need you to read problem 3. What they want us to do here is to write it as an actual, well, as words. And I actually typed it in advance. So for this very first one, you're looking at 275,345,201. That would be for this one. Let me unblock the second one. B, and B, this is just the 502,000 and then 13. So that's the proper way of rewriting them. In this portion here, I just wanted to mention that sometimes we're inclined to put the and. The proper way is just the comma. So the software is not gonna like the and, even though if we're speaking about values, this one you could have said 502,013. So even though you may include the and I'm mentioning the and in this portion here, as you're writing the actual digits, you're not including it. That's why on the previous problems, they didn't put an and in this position. Okay, let's take a look at the last set of problems, and what they want us to do in expanded form. It's basically take a look at the position of each value. So you're looking at this chart, but you're writing it with sums, and it has a very particular way of writing it. So for example, when they want us to write the expanded notation of the first value, which technically happens to be 17,706, you're writing it in the following format. So you're looking at 1/10,000, that's the position of the first value. And then expanded notation has sums. So then you're gonna have plus 7,000s, that would be this 7, and then plus 700s. Sorry, you guys, this is not supposed to be a capital. The system just wrote it as a capital. And then plus 0/10s, that's gonna represent this 0, and then plus 6 ones. So expanded notation takes into account the position, but it puts the sums in words. So it combines both of them. This is just one way to write expanded notation. There's actually multiple ones, but this is the only one that I saw showing up in later modules. Let's take a look at the second problem, and same idea. You're writing it with words and sums. So the first one would be 4,000s plus the 200s plus 110 and plus the 8 ones. That's actually it for this one. Let me show you the, I have a typo. So this should be a 6. 600,000s plus 6 10,000s plus 3,000s. That covers the first 3. Plus 300s plus 8 10s and 4 ones. Okay, sorry about that. There was a typo here. And once again, this is expanded notation. We use it for applications when we really want to look at the position of each value, but probably this will be the only part where you're going to see this type of notation. Yet again, please put it on your notes. It shows up in a couple of the modules later on. That's actually it for these problems with place value.